Hey you, how's it going? My name is Ruby Price and welcome to a week ago. See, the difference between this week's a week ago and last week's a week ago is that this week's a week ago is already Vlogmas, so I'm already tired. Whereas last week's a week ago obviously started off, you know, relatively upbeat, but yeah, I'm just so exhausted physically and mentally. So hopefully that I'm gonna have a shower and hopefully it goes after said shower because filming today. So I've got a call with my Universal Credit work coach in about 5 minutes. Yeah, the shower worked. I'm feeling like at least 50% better, which probably tells you how bad I was feeling beforehand. Beth went to get a COVID test today and she's come back negative, which means that, you know, the chances are everyone else in this house is also COVID negative. Obviously that's not how it works, but anyway, I've got a phone call. That phone call wasn't Universal Credit, that phone call was one of those scam phone calls, so yay, lovely. It's a good job that didn't happen like at the exact time they rang me. Me and Beth just filmed a Vlogmas video.
Beth's retrieving her chair.
Beth's retrieving her chair, which means I need to move.
Yeah.
Can you get through?
Sure.
Sure. Oh man. Yeah, we reviewed some advent calendars and some other various vegan chocolates, and oh, I really want some more honeycomb now.
Yeah, it's so good.
Obviously, all the Vlogmas videos that we mentioned filming in this a week ago vlog are live now. I hope you've watched them. If you haven't, please go do so. Hell fucking yeah. So I left it until today to edit today's Vlogmas, which obviously meant that I had to actually, you know, get out of bed and stuff, which is, I guess, productive, but, you know, just means I've been sat here like this for the last hour. So I just did one of the strangest interview experiences that I think I've ever done. It was a pre-recorded video job interview, and it didn't feel like a proper interview in the sense that, like, you're not talking to a real person, even though there will eventually be a real person on the other end. It felt more like filming a preemptive YouTube video, but I have no idea how it went based on, you know, the experience, and I don't know if I will have performed at my peak during that interview, which is kind of concerning. I certainly think it would have been a completely different context had I been speaking to someone in real life. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Yeah, we'll find out when they get back to me. But I'm already kind of expecting not the worst. I'm already kind of not holding hope after that interview. I could definitely have given a stronger performance. So I've had an idea for my Christmas cover challenge, and I'm just going to get on with sorting it, to be honest. I think I've got the hang of it. So several hours, some food, a little bit of wrestling, and some production blasting. Later, I think I finished it, which is unusual because I was expecting it to take me until next week, which is why I was like, oh, can we do them next week? But I've just had a listen to it. I'm going to give it a morning after test in the morning, to make sure the song's not pregnant, but to make sure the song is good. But yeah, I am pretty happy with the cover so far. So I guess we'll find out in the morning. So today I am doing a podcast interview, and then after the podcast interview I've got to do a Vlogmas video. So it's a very busy creative day today, and that podcast interview will already be out because I'm aiming to have it out on Friday. So if you haven't listened to it already, please go listen to it, please. You know, it's kind of like, as I've mentioned a couple of times, the podcasting is kind of like a precursor to the ideal radio situation I want to be in. So yeah, but the interview is in 15 minutes, so I need to set up. So the podcast has been recorded. I have done the intro and outro. I just need to now edit it. And then there's obviously the matter of sorting out other stuff today. But yeah, I thought it went well. Yeah, I was so excited to actually talk to Dave because I haven't spoken to him in a while. I forgot to start my show the way I normally start my show, which is kind of hilarious. But it meant for some funny. It resulted in a funny moment towards the end. So yeah, this is the second time I've interviewed Dave in December. I interviewed him for my case study in December of 2017 for uni, and I've now interviewed him today for Fresh on the Scene. So this right here is why you should go and listen to that podcast episode.
Just that fact alone is wonderful. But then when you factor in that the top, I'm going to get my numbers confused slightly here. These aren't accurate, but this is a guesstimate basically to show how this works, right? So the top 20% of all revenue 5 years ago from streaming came from 1% of artists. This year, it came from 10% of artists. Now, I'm not sure on the exact numbers, but that's what you can see. So more people are sharing more of the pie. I'm fine with that. Like, I don't see that as being a problem. It means that there's more access for more people to get involved, and you don't need a label, and you don't need all these other things. You can do it yourself. And there's been the British government have had a select committee about, and the MU have been involved trying. We've got to fix streaming. What? Yeah, I'm sure it'd be lovely to get more money from streaming, absolutely, but the company gives 70% of their profits to artists. They're a private company. They don't have to do that. That's what they're doing, and they spend a load of money trying to get new people into the platform. The more people we have in the platform, the more money there is. So when anyone posts bad things about Spotify, they don't realise they're actually hurting themselves. Secondly, they've all signed up to it. They've put their music on it. They have chosen to. If it was that much of an issue, don't do it. Like, I don't get it. Thirdly, Noel Rodgers was talking at this select committee going, it's just wrong. 82% of the revenue goes to my label. That's your record deal. That's nothing to do with Spotify. You have signed a bad record deal that your record label's taking all the money. That's no one else's problem other than yours. So there's all these other facets, which and for no artist is it or should it be their sole source of revenue. Yes, this year we don't have touring revenue, but you can still do other things to bring in revenue as an artist.
See what I mean?
We might have made a bit of a mess filming today's Vlogmas video.
But it was worth it.
They're cute. Watch the video to see details.
So I've slept in this morning. I thought it was about 20 past 10 was my estimation when I woke up. No, it was 10 to 12. She's got a podcast to release at midnight, so she's working on all of the admin stuff. So I just filmed tomorrow's Vlogmas video. Beth was absent and, well, I thought I'd use my initiative, and I came up with a video idea that was actually not just reading some comments. So I went with it. Yeah. Also, I've noticed the lights on this tree go off automatic, like they go off really quickly. If you are someone that wanted the lights on the tree during videos, I apologise for their absence every now and then, because it happens without us noticing. So I've got a new podcast out, starring Dave Giles, Fresh from the Scene, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audio Boom, Deezer, Google Podcasts, whatever podcast platform you normally listen to it on. You can even ask your Alexa to play Fresh from the Scene, and provided you get your specific phrasing right, it'll probably work. And also, there's links in the description, so please go check it out.
What's up, comrade?
Beth, no, lean backwards.
Why do I feel judged?
It's midday.
Well, I got you some nuggies, so you're welcome.
Thank you. So I was just doing some present wrapping whilst I had the office to myself. I've still got some presents on the way. Some of them are going to be very tight in terms of arriving in time for Christmas. You happen to be one of those people, I am sorry. But I ordered presents as soon as I had money. Basically. But I've got a small little pile and an extra one that's going under the tree upstairs. Is it the 11th today? It's the 11th. So Beth just told me how to knit for a Vlogmas video. That will be very entertaining. I'm going to edit it once we've watched The Mandalorian. So today is the last grid talk of the season, whilst the season is still obviously going. It's the Abu Dhabi qualifying session, and I am hosting the review of the qualifying session because I'm not doing the race tomorrow. So yeah, that's fun. The show actually goes live at the same time as today's Vlogmas goes out, so like my attention is not going to be divided, and I am going to be hosting, so I might have to sacrifice some initial engagement, but you know, that's part of doing lots of little projects. We watched The Mandalorian last night. We're all caught up, all the 3 episodes, and I'm going to say something that I think might be a bit against the grain, but the second series of Mandalorian isn't that good. Spoiler warning for The Mandalorian if you haven't seen it. Skip to this time if you want to avoid me talking about it. The first season was obviously like top tier, you know, let's make a show that's actually good, and revolutionary as well with, like, you know, how they handled the like LED screens and all that shit. And this second season just seems to be very much just, well, for starters, they keep just chucking random characters from other bits of Star Wars in and just being like, hey, you remember this person? And then they're never talked about again. Like, that's happened with a lot of people. The Ahsoka fight that happens in the episode The Jedi is A, a bad fight, and B, has absolutely zero weight unless you've watched the Clone Wars, so you already have an attachment to Ahsoka, and also you have no idea who this person is she's fighting. And even then, in the sense of, you know, you shouldn't have to watch the Clone Wars to understand The Mandalorian, there's no attachment to Ahsoka in this scenario. There's no stakes to if she loses for you, because you don't care, because she's been in this for half an episode and you've got no idea what she's like, apart from the fact that they made the person who she's fighting just, I'm evil for the sake of being evil. Apart from that, you've got no reason to root for Ahsoka in that fight. And then they barely actually show most of the fight anyway. These last 3 episodes, though, admittedly have been a lot better than the rest of the season, but that wasn't a high bar to reach. And then there's, like, making characters do stupid decisions so that the plot can go forward, like Mando putting his jetpack down, I understood. Mando not then picking his jetpack up when he needs to quickly get to Baby Yoda. That's a fucking stupid idea, just purely so that Gus Fring can then get Baby Yoda, so that he can use it for marketing purposes. After how much I loved the first season of Mandalorian, and the first episode of this season actually started off really well, it really got the ball rolling and everything. This season, it's been very underwhelming. And with all of those Star Wars announcements yesterday, I'll be really sad if Disney are just gonna abandon the Rian Johnson trilogy, because The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars film since the original trilogy. I will stand by that. Someone commented on a Reddit post, well, that I commented on as well, so which is why I'm aware of it. Disney had announced the Rian Johnson trilogy before The Last Jedi came out. They announced the Rian Johnson trilogy when there was so much hype for Star Wars and there was so much hype for The Last Jedi. They were on board with whatever it was that Rian Johnson, like, pitched to them. They were completely on board. And then obviously The Last Jedi came out, it did really well at the box office, but then there was a very vocal group of people saying that it should be struck from canon and that it was crap and stuff like that. It's still on the, like, Lucasfilm and Disney websites and stuff, unlike anything related to the D&D stuff, the guys that wrote Game of Thrones. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I guess I probably should watch qualifying since I'm going to be talking about it in an hour. I'm all ready to go. So, that should be fun. Wasn't an expected result in qualification, so it's going to be an unexpected podcast, I guess. And there we go. Last qualifying review of the season done. So, we're on to the last session of the season. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Yeah, going to be watching that. Me and Beth are going to film some Vlogmas videos today. And also, today's Vlogmas video will be coming out, which is, I really think, a good one. Filmed it last night, edited it last night, and yeah, it's all good to go. And I'm pretty happy with it. So, yeah. So in the end, the race was pretty boring, to be honest. A lot of it was spent thinking, oh, it could go this way, but then it just never really appeared. And yeah, it was a race to end the season that didn't match the caliber of the season, so yeah. But right now I've got some video editing to do, so I am gonna get on with it. We did something with the letters that we made.
The effort that we go to instead of just buying vegan squirty cream and fucking hamburgers.
Christmas mug. We don't have another Christmas mug.
No!
Oh wait, here we do, but I found a Doctor Who one anyway. Beth, what are we going to be doing now?
We're going to be eating some hot chocolate. Eating some hot chocolate.
I meant...
And making some Christmas cards.
Yeah, we're doing a Vlogmas video.
Yeah.
Because then it means that we've got 2. And it means that I'm going to edit 3 videos in the next 24 hours. And also be working on editing videos as well at the same time.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you've got actual work to do.
Yeah. That I'm being paid for Roots Media. Which you can do.
Oh, okay. We better do the intro before our hot chocolate all melts. Oh my god, I've got hot chocolate on my desk. Jesus Christ.
I'm not filming. Hey you, how's it going? My name's Ruby Price.
My name is Distracted by My Hot Chocolate.
And welcome to day 14 of Vlogmas. So now that that's over, I'm going to call that a week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did do all that generic YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. As always, I've been Ruby Price, and I shall see you a week ago. Adios. Bye.